welcome back to the SmarkTank Revolution, where we still always kick out at
2.
We are your hosts. You know the rest. So we're still reviewing Elimination Chamber 2022 or Saudi Mania 7, 8, 9, whatever one it is. Next up was the WWE Raw Women's Championship with the man, the GOAT, Big Time Bex versus arguably a GOAT, Lita.
Hall of Famer, right?
Hall of Famer, yep. Yeah. Currently Hall of Famer, rightfully so. Mm-hmm. And usually these are kind of scary because when you trot out a Hall of Famer that hasn't been around for quite a while, you don't know what you're going to get. You're usually going to get like a 5-minute, fest of protection and trying to like make them look good, but you don't expect too much.
That was not the case.
This was not the case. Lita was wrestling like she was in 2007 era, and I was very impressed. Her and Trish have done very well in their singles outing returns.
I'm wondering how much time in advance are they booking them, because like you said, Lita was looking really primish today.
Well, also if you think about it, Lita was a trainer on Tough Enough.
Yeah.
Lita also had a school for wrestling too, I believe. She had her band, the Luchagors, but she also had a school with somebody, I thought.
Explains a lot.
So she's been around it, but maybe not as active as you think.
Kudos to you, Lita. You looked great tonight.
She looked great. There was no botches. Well, yes, there was. There was 2 botches by Becky. No botches by Lita. Lita looked really well done. Becky had one of the dumbest botches I've ever seen. Ever, and they put a replay on it, which even was even more worse.
Oh, when she sold a phantom hit or something, right?
Yeah, she sold a phantom hit and slipped on her ass. Like, it just was really bad. It was like somebody invisible gave her a stunner down to her ass. Like, she was erect, and well, that makes no sense. But no, she was standing up completely straight. Mm-hmm. She went over Lita, and then like she was about six to maybe a foot away from her, and then just dropped to her ass immediately for no particular reason.
Boom.
Like she needed to set herself up to be in line for the next move, but she was running and forgot and was like, oh crap, and just sat down. So it was very jarring, and I'm like, well, they won't replay that. And then he replayed it immediately, and I'm like, this is something you want to hide.
One thing I liked about this match that I enjoyed, and more so that I think about it in hindsight, was the false finish.
Yes.
The false finish was great.
It was really good. So the women in general, their big matches seem to have that formula. They start out okay, and then the longer they go, they rev up the engine and just start, everything firing on all cylinders, and that's what this was too. But this one, there was a point where you believed Lita could win.
Yeah. Twist of Fate, and then what they called it, the Lita Salt?
Yeah, they called it the Lita Salt. Now, correct us, anyone in the comments, if you've ever heard that term used before. I've never heard it. Donnie and I were trying to figure out, what is the move for the lion salt? I mean, not the lion salt. The moon salt she does off the top rope. I'm pretty sure it had a specific Lita name to it.
And we tried to the best of our abilities to go off of our brain power and not consult the Google machine. Unless we're seeking an actual more factual information about a wrestler. But yeah, we just could not, for the life of the both of us, pinpoint the name of the move. And I know that there was a name to that move.
It had to be. They called it the Lita Salt and the Moon Salt tonight. And no, there's a move. We'll have to go back and figure it out. But regardless, she didn't look sloppy. She looked great on hitting it.
She looked great. Becky looked great. Becky was one of the, pun intended with it, crown jewels of even the Royal Rumble.
Have you been holding that?
I've been looking for a reason.
I've
been looking for a reason to bring that one out.
Oh wow!
But Becky's matches have all been believable. Even back to the dreaded Royal Rumble 2022. I enjoyed watching her and Doudrop.
That was good.
I think they worked a really believable match.
Yep.
And I think here with Becky kicking out of the Twist of Fate, followed by the Lita Salt.
Actually, it wasn't even a Twist of Fate. It was like a modified Twist of Fate. It was like a Twist of Fate that got turned into some move that we couldn't figure out, but it was like a spike down, like Lita's leg kicked out behind. It looked like fantastic.
It looked like a finisher.
It was a finisher.
Great victory for Bex.
Yeah.
beating a legend the way that she did
Yep.
makes her look strong. And I think going into WrestleMania now, I am even more interested in Becky versus Bianca Belair. So this setup here is atonement for what we were robbed back in August for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I can't remember, what did I rate this?
You rated this a 3, I think. No, a 2.5.
A 2.5. 2.5. The theme of the night with me. I mean, this 2.5 is different from the other 2.5s that I've given tonight.
Yeah.
But you know, they executed really well.
Yeah.
Lita looked great.
It was a strong 2.5.
I guess you know what. I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna give it a full 3.
I gave it a 3.
I'm giving it a full 3. I was really impressed with the condition Lita was in, and I was really impressed with how Becky worked and what those two were able to do in the ring. 3 count for me.
Well said.